Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the Hypnobabies Childbirthing Education course that I took with my first pregnancy in 2020, as well as pregnancy education and nutrition. If you're a hopeful or soon-to-be mom, or you're getting married and kids aren't on the radar yet, but it's just something you're generally interested in, or if you just like to hear my perspective on the Hypnobabies childbirth course, then this video should be for you. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so first I think I should explain what the Hypnobabies childbirth education course is. Hypnobabies teaches a complete childbirth education course, including information on prenatal nutrition, medical procedures, exercise, newborn care, and techniques for managing pains in labor, specifically using hypnosis. The point of the program is to help you manage your labor more comfortably by reducing anxiety and stress, as well as fear, and trusting in the natural capabilities of our bodies. This is accomplished by using hypnosis scripts and positive affirmations. Now, if that sounds strange to you, don't worry, it sounded strange to me as well. As a Christian, I do have a certain amount of apprehension towards things that I perceive as being new age. So things like manifesting is not something I particularly believe in, although I do believe the power of focusing on positive things, but I believe that God is the one that brings that positivity into our lives, not just because we thought about it hard enough. So the idea of hypnosis and positive affirmations was just something that made me feel a little bit strange the first time I heard about it. I come from a background where even just basic yoga was not approved of. And although I don't subscribe to that anymore, yoga is just a form of exercise in my mind. I am coming from a Christian background where these sorts of things were definitely questioned. So I thought it would be worth my time to explain why I felt comfortable doing this Hypnobabies birthing class when it is far from the background that I came from as a Christian. So the first question is, what is hypnosis? I was under the impression that hypnosis is something that someone does to you and that you lose control of your body and you are no longer in control of your actions or your thoughts, and you can be manipulated to do anything. I really had this magic trick, magic show idea of hypnosis in my head, but that is not at all what this course is about. This course explains hypnosis to be as a natural state that we find ourselves in many different times in our life. If we are driving down the highway and we've just zoned out and we get to work before you even realize we've been driving. If we're watching TV and we're just completely unaware of what's going on in the background, we're like so focused on the television. When we're just falling asleep at night and we're not all the way awake and we're not all the way asleep, or when we're waking up in the morning. This is what they mean by state of hypnosis. When I learned the Hypnobabies course was not about my body being taken over, I was more open to learning more about it. And what really sold me on the course, basically, is the strong emphasis on believing our bodies are naturally created for childbirth. They talk a lot in their program about having a pain-free birthing or a pain-free labor. And although I was skeptical if it truly could be pain-free, I read many testimonies by other people that had done the course, and it really did seem like they had a good experience, and I just wanted that for myself. I had a lot of fears and anxiety about childbirth. It's always depicted as a very painful experience, traumatic, and that was not something that I wanted. I really was apprehensive about the whole experience of labor. but this course explains it in a more positive viewpoint. So let's get right into what is actually in the course itself. It is a 6-week course, and then you continue to practice your hypnosis after the course is completed up until you give birth. So I'm just gonna pick out a couple examples of my favorite parts from each lesson. Okay, so in class 1, I hope you can see this all right. I really liked the explanation of how pregnancy works and what happens to your body. Here we have on this page, the title says, "The Power of Your Words to Shape Your Birth Outcome." Now, this one is from class 2. It's talking about the different stages of birth. There's all sorts of fantastic information. It really is a full education. Class 3 is a very important class, I believe. It goes over a lot of the medical interventions and how they work, and what points would you use those, what happens if you don't do those interventions. Class 4 talks about when your birthing time begins, when your labor begins, what to do, positions for giving birth. It talks about the actual cycle of what starts off your contractions, which in the course they're called birthing waves or pressure waves, and how to keep those waves going. And the last class focuses on a birthing rehearsal, where you will go through and actually practice and pretend that it's actually happening. You're going to practice all the techniques you learned, practice getting into different positions, practice using some of the hypnosis scripts and prompts, as well as it covers newborn care. Now, there is a self-study option available on the Hypnobabies website. You can also sign up for in-person classes. And then what I did, I found an instructor that actually, she offered it over video calls. So we did ours virtually on the computer. We did that the first time in 2020 with Mai, and then we also did it again with this second pregnancy here. Now I'll go ahead and show you a couple of the handouts that they give you. Mine are all mixed up and out of order now because I've been using them. This is by far the most useful thing. This is the schedule showing you what hypnosis scripts you are going to be listening to, and helps you stay on track. We've got handouts like this that just go over positions for birthing, a log for timing your birthing waves, so to help you know when it's time to go to the hospital or the birthing center. I'm doing a birthing center, and of course there is the home birth option as well. But this course really does prepare you quite a bit for having a birth in a hospital. They have a lot of materials specifically geared towards you having a birth in a hospital. I think they recognize that most people do have hospital births. So they have things about, they teach you about how to talk to your doctors about hypnobabies, how to talk with your nurses about hypnobabies. Here's a little card. Dear wonderful baby nurse. There is also the quick reference guide for the birthing partner. That would be your husband or whoever you're having with you while you're giving birth to help you, whether that is your doula, a close friend, or a family member. It will pick out the most key information that you need to know right away so your birth partner will know how to support you best. It goes over, again, birthing positions. It goes over dilation and how many centimeters means what, and just anything that they would need to know is in this birth partner's quick reference guide. And then there's one more little booklet that I forgot to grab, but it's actually the hypnosis script booklet. And you have the option to listen to the hypnosis audio tracks, and they are read out loud to you. And you also have the option of using the hypnosis audio background music, and then your birthing partner will read the birthing scripts to you. And I actually will try to get a little audio clip to show you so you can hear just a couple of seconds of what it sounds like. It's a very calm sounding background music, and then someone is reading these scripts in a very melodical tone, very calm and even.
Of physical ease and comfort for you.
I did forget to mention before about the positive affirmations. So there's two, I guess I would say that there's three main components in this course. There's the hypnosis scripts, positive affirmations, and the education. The positive affirmations are exactly what it sounds like. It's just you're saying a lot of positive things to yourself about pregnancy, about childbirth, but a few of them memorized at this point. It starts off saying pregnancy is natural, normal, healthy, and safe. Now, I did watch one video where a woman pointed out something that made her uncomfortable as a Christian. One of the affirmations is, I deserve to have a more comfortable childbirth. And that made her uncomfortable because she feels like, we don't deserve that. We're fallen in the garden, don't deserve to have this, which I would agree with that. But it's only one sentence. I'm not going to take it to heart and believe it all of a sudden. After all of the years as a Christian, one sentence is not going to have me lose my faith or anything. If that is something that concerns you, that is something to think about. I think it's only one time that it comes up where I would say I directly disagree with it. As far as the other things where I say that it's a little bit like manifestation, like I explained 2 times already, it's just how you think about it. I believe God is the one that brings us positivity and blessings into our life. Last thing to cover is, did it work? I would say yes, absolutely. Whenever I talk about my birthing experience, I always say I didn't feel any pain. That was what I was the most worried about. I was so scared of giving birth. I really was. Now when I think about it now, it was wonderful. I didn't feel any pain. The biggest thing that I felt was complete exhaustion by the time it was done. Oh, I was so tired. It was one of the hardest things I've done physically in my life. Now, what is even more amazing about this program is that they have the hypnosis scripts specifically for when you're giving birth. And I was really looking forward to using those tracks. And we had our audio tracks downloaded on 2 different devices, one for normal practice at home and one specially for birthing time, going to the birthing center. Well, when we grabbed our bags, we got the practice one at home, and then we didn't get the audio device that actually had the birthing time scripts on it. What I ended up doing was using the background audio track for most of the time and using a lot of the hypnosis keywords such as peace, relax, release. Whenever you go through the course, you're going to learn these important words that will help you be more comfortable. So I used a lot of those words, and despite not having the birthing time tracks that I wanted, I still had a very wonderful birth. So I think it's a fantastic course, and I definitely recommend it. Hopefully that was helpful and it wasn't too scattered for you. This was the first time I've put together an informative video like this. So if it's a little out of order, I apologize. I am trying my best. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be seeing you again soon. Bye.